Hi there, this is Null Inquisitor, and today I'm going to talk about an idea I had for several months. And it's an idea that you could apply to session zero in your future campaign, or while pitching an idea for a game or trying to get involved with the player in a future idea maybe or a future game. And this idea I called the movie poster. Basically, the idea comes from a certain period in the movie history. There was this period of time during the 1940s and 1950s where you had double feature in cinema. Maybe also in the 60s and 70s, you had double features where you paid your ticket and were able to see two pictures for the price of one. And in these days, studios where the industry of the cinema was dwindling a little bit. It was not making some good money. So the studio were producing these movies very cheaply and as fast as they could. And there is some instances of studios making a movie poster before the movie actually began production or the, the story was even written. So the idea was to sell the visual and the concept of the movie, like maybe Attack of the Giant Tarantula from Mars or whatever. So taking this idea and applying to an RPG or a campaign, and you can use maybe that idea even from session to session if you want to. The idea or the way of applying this to your group would be just to try to paint a picture of a typical scene in your movie, or who's the big bad, or what type of situation your hero could be like cast into. So, if I say that I'd like maybe my future game, my next game, my next project to be about pulp adventure in the 50s with the beginning of the Cold War and submarine contest of wits between submarine crews. I would try to paint that picture before, while pitching the game to my players, and just trying to paint a typical scene where we can see maybe the crew operating various radar, sonar, radio, and the captain with sweat on his face, and two submarine like one next to each other, and maybe one launches a torpedo in hope of provoking a reaction in the other crew, and one of the submarine, of course, have the U.S. Navy logo on it, and the one above it launching the torpedo maybe have this typical Russian Soviet era logo on it. And just to add to the thrill and the danger, all of this is happening under a floating glacier on the surface of the ocean, and there is like spikes of ice threatening to pierce the hull of each submarine, and so painting this picture of an actual scene just before people are asked to make characters would be like this idea of the movie poster. You're presenting the poster before even the production of the thing began. So painting a picture, trying to paint this picture in the player's head before even maybe starting session 0, to maybe give them a type of a typical scene you would like to see happen in your game. So thanks for watching, and I had this this idea in my head for a long time, but I was trying to articulate it, and maybe I succeed or not. That's for you to decide. But I think it's a neat idea, another tool to maybe to use as a game master. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.